Good morning, my friend. Welcome back to Hometown Living.
Good morning,
I'm
Kim.
so excited I get to see you every week.
Oh, makes my whole week.
So, we talk about fashion and this and that. People, you don't know what you don't know.
Love that.
So where does inspiration come from? Where should individuals look for inspiration?
Yeah. Well, fashion magazines, Pinterest is amazing. That's my go-to, but also just each other in the street. I think that we can all be inspired by each other. And there's so many times the airport is a great place.
I love
for
people
fashion,
watching. I love
fashion
people
do's
watching.
and fashion don'ts. Yeah, for both. Yes.
Yes, I love people watching at the airport.
Yes.
Yeah. So you talked about fashion do's and fashion don'ts.
Yeah.
But today we want to talk about like fashion mistakes.
Yeah.
Like things that people should avoid, things that they do. Maybe they don't even realize they're doing them. Mm-hmm. So let's kick it off.
So we have 3 to 4 points that we kind of make, and I think everybody will be surprised that it's really more about, it's not about fashion rules, it's really a lot more about attitude, and we're going to talk about that. So the first one I'm going to talk about is shoes. I think that when shoes are not considered as part of the outfit, we're taking our outfit down a notch.
I agree with that.
It's really an important part of the outfit. And I'm going to give you just a small, quick example that comes to mind. When I walk in every week, one of the first things either you or Wanda says to me is about my shoes, yeah. Right? You even did today.
I did today.
Yeah, so shoes are really important. So we don't want to not consider the importance of those.
Yes.
And another thing that I think is when we have a go-to, let's say black shoe. We all have a go-to black shoe, yes. Right? It's comfortable. We want to be comfortable. Sometimes that's not the best look for our outfits.
Yes.
Yes. Now, if it's an intentional black shoe and it's kind of working with the outfit, that's another thing. But if it's just our go-to, we're not changing our shoes. We want to start there because it's very important.
I agree.
The other one is fit. Fit is so important.
I have a tendency to buy things, I did buy things that were oversized.
Too big.
Yes.
Very common.
Do you think as women we just do that as a rule?
Yes, and I think it's a security blanket.
Agreed.
Yeah,
I agree.
I agree. And especially like if we fluctuate in our weight, our bodies are changing. I think we feel like we are hiding something by wearing our clothes a little bit oversized, but in fact, a lot of times it makes us look bigger, and it's doing the opposite of what we want.
Why is that?
Well, because we're not giving the body any shape at all. A lot of times it's just sloppy. And so I think we need to be now the tricky part is that oversizing is also a trend right now, but we have to be careful with that too, and not everybody can pull that off.
I agree.
And that goes to my next trend, or my next fashion mistake, is that not all trends are for every body shape. So we're not going to be able to pull off everything. And just because it's fashionable doesn't mean it's something that we should be doing. So I think we have to think very carefully about the trends that we want to incorporate and bring into our seasonal wardrobes and the things that are just not going to work for us.
I agree.
Yeah.
And accessories, like how do you incorporate accessories but do it correctly without making it a mistake?
Yeah. I think, so I talk about accessories all the time because I think it's really what pulls the outfits together. Have you ever heard of the 7 point rule?
No.
Okay, so there's this rule, and I think there's some value to it. A pant is 1 point, a top is 1 point, and then shoes. So automatically you have 3 points just by walking out the door,
okay.
Right? So if you can get to 7, it makes your outfits more interesting. So a carefully thought out bag, an earring, a necklace, a scarf, the things that you can do to bring your outfits together. You want the goals to get to 7. I think sometimes that can just be a simple strategy in our brains. But there is such a thing as over accessorizing. I think most of us don't have that problem. Most of us under accessorize. But I think it's just really thinking through, just like we do what pant and top we're going to put together, how we're going to accessorize that outfit.
And so we talked before, is chunky jewelry in right now, or is it more?
I think just anything goes. Okay. I mean, we went through a couple years ago, everything was dainty, dainty, dainty.
Yes.
I love something chunky and a statement necklace. I always have, so I think that's still great. The other thing that I want to mention, and you'll be surprised by this, is, and I hear this all the time in the boutique, all the time, is somebody will come in and say, I absolutely love this, and sometimes even try it on, and it looks fabulous on them, and then they'll say, but I have nowhere to wear it. And I think when you find something that you love and you feel good in, even if you don't know the occasion right then and there, I say go for it and grab it, because the occasion will come and then you have a piece that's ready for it. And let's not let life pass us by. Let's find the outfits, let's wear the pretty things. And we all know how hard it is to find something that we love and that fits great. So I say go for it.
Well, and again, right, why do you need a special occasion?
We don't.
Who cares if you
Today
the
is
outfit?
the special occasion.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're alive.
And sometimes the occasion won't come.
That's right. And maybe it's just that you get it and then you just buy it to wear to the grocery store.
Yes.
Not that you care to do that, but if you've got it, I mean, or buy the outfit and then create the special occasion.
That's right.
Don't you agree?
100%.
Yeah, I agree too.
Yeah.
And I also think too, I heard a man speak, and I think we've talked about this years ago. Everything in your outfit in your closet should make you feel like $1 million.
Yeah.
If you don't feel like $1 million in that outfit, then get rid of it.
Yeah.
But maybe what you could do is, if it doesn't make you feel like $1 million, add the shoes, add the jewelry, make sure that it fits you the right way.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah. And if it doesn't, like you said, get rid of it.
Yeah.
Do you have any pieces that you love and every time you go to put them on, there's just something that's wrong with it? It's just you don't feel quite comfortable.
Yeah.
If you've done that several times, maybe it's time to donate it or to go ahead and let it go, because we shouldn't have to work that hard also to make us feel like $1 million.
Right. I'd rather wear the same outfit all the time and make me feel good and just change up the jewelry.
Absolutely.
Than to have something that I'm not comfortable with and then just to keep putting it on and then, like you said, just putting it back in the closet.
Yeah. We don't need a closet full of things that we're not going to wear.
Nope. I want stuff I want to wear.
That's right. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here. I love all the tips that you get to share.
Thank you.
If you want great tips on how to look chic, just head over to Glam Boutique. You can also go to their website at glampresents.com.